Hey friends, welcome back. I'm Christine of Side Street Market, and today is a haul video, just a haul video. There is no shop with me because my community had their annual community yard sale. So I took the time, an hour and a half in the morning, to go out and run around a bit and see what goodies I could find close to home. And there were a couple of houses I remember last year had some good stuff. They had a few things this year. It was a bit more hectic this year. I will say there were definitely more people. People were a little more pushy at the yard sales than I was used to, like just rude to the sellers and like how they were rooting through things. So it definitely, I got some good stuff, but the experience was a little, left a little bit of a taste, you know what I'm saying? But I did find a couple things for me. Now, I'm not sure when this video is coming out, if it'll be done yet. It probably won't, but I am redoing my bedroom. And I'm kind of taking you guys along, except our furniture got back ordered for 2 months. So I had planned to initially start releasing some weekly vlogs on the makeover in March, but the furniture is not due till end of May now. So the point is that there's some stuff in here I'm holding on to until after the room is done to see if it works, and if it doesn't, then I will be putting it on one of my eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark, or whatnots. So it's a minute 33, you want to see the goods. So it was the end of the sale for me. It was like an hour and a half in, and a lot of my houses are families. So it was a lot of kids stuff. And I stopped at this one house. I'm like, I'm just gonna give it a shot. You never know what's there. And they had some totes, like some bins. So I walked by this one bin and I saw this. And I was like, ooh. So I went and I grabbed it and I turned it around and I got me a jack-o'-lantern. And I flipped it over and I read and it's Grand Venture 1997, Grand Venture LP made in USA. So it's 90s vintage. I love him. He's in nice condition. It does look like there's a hole in the bottom. I don't know if that was original or like around here people put him on lights. He needs like a little cleanup, but he is staying with my Halloween decor. I've never found a vintage one in the wild. I've bought one before that was like kind of distressed. So I'm keeping him. And then of course, it wouldn't be a sale if I didn't find Afghans. And the funny part was I literally found these when I came back home. My neighbor diagonally across the street from me, when I left, the sale started at 8 and I left at 7:30. I was one of those early birds, just kind of trying to scope out the area. And my neighbor wasn't set up yet, but when I came back, she had 3 tables set up and she had Afghans. They were 2 for $5. She gave them to me both for $5. This one has a little more fuzzing. It is super soft. I do need to just wash them because there's a little bit of a storage smell. But this one is kind of like an orange green. It's not really Christmas. It's kind of like an odd color set. It's for someone who really loves that retro boho because it's kind of like a rust orange with a bright emerald green. But it's a nice chevron pattern. So we got that. And we also got a Christmas Afghan that will be coming to I'll probably be listing these before Christmas. So these will be coming up to my eBay and Etsy, but this beautiful Christmas style Afghan, black, red modeled. And she said that they were made by a nun. That her dad used to do work for this lady and she paid him with Afghans. So that was kind of sweet. And now we'll get through the hard goods. So let's see. First up, we have some World Market. Now, if you've not been following my What Sold videos, I've been picking up and selling some World Market items. If you don't have a World Market near you, it is kind of like an international store. It has a lot of like bohemian, imported from India, kind of unique things, and they don't stay. Like, they'll have a style and then they'll replace it with something new. Like, it goes out of season. So I've had plates I found at Goodwill that sold for $60, a set of, I think it was 8, sold for $60. They were dessert plates. I got them for $7 a bundle, so 14 to 60 flip. Then I had a World Market little apothecary, like where it's all the little ceramic Talavera jars, drawers, and mine was missing 3 out of the 15 drawers, and I think it still sold for like, I think I took an offer at 25 just because it was heavier and it was taking up room, and I think I got it for 5. So one of the houses I stopped at had a set of owls, and it had this beautiful teal owl cookie jar. Now you guys know I collect cookie jars, but this really isn't my jam, although It is my color and it is an owl. She wanted $5 on this. Still has the seal. Then this is the matching owl utensil holder. She had 3 on that. And we got the matching trivet that is missing 1 rubber foot for $5. Now, excuse me, I don't think they're making these anymore. So there's no chips or damage. Actually, there's 1 little chip on the underside, as I said that. So this originally retailed for, it looks like $12.99, but I saw one that sold for $25. So, you know, if they don't have them anymore, I think that was a pretty good flip. And then this guy I'll probably list for $15 because he's 3, 12 to 15. And then this one, because this is a really heavy duty, even though I paid $5 and it was originally $10, it is missing a foot on the back. I'll probably list it at $15 to at least double my money and I can take an offer. So we got those. And then I'm gonna put these guys together and show you in a minute because it was a bundle deal, so I don't remember individual prices. Now, any glass I show, I got this little guy for $1. Beautiful Fenton hobnail. It's not marked on the bottom, so it's pre-1970s, but it has the nice defined bumps on it. It's a little creamer. This will be coming to my May glass sale. I'm having one in March, and then I'm having one in May. I'm trying every other month to have a glass sale, and I don't like to have more than like 35 to 40 items because if a lot of times most of them sell, and then the boxes get heavy and it's harder to pack, so I'm divvying it out like every other month. So this was $1. I may put this in the buy it now for 5 to 8, so that was perfect. And then these were $5 for all 3. Now these I'm holding on to because these may be going in my new boho bedroom. They're very clean, very nice. You have that one, this one, and the little one. Now, a set of 10 or 11 of these is like $85 to $100 on Etsy to do a wall display. So I've wanted to start collecting some of these to do a little accent in the corner. $5 was perfect. This one here is going to make me grumble because I didn't pay close enough attention. You guys will probably see it right away. This was sitting on the ground when I saw it, and I saw the beautiful face and the beautiful fish, and she had, I think $3 on it, and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. I grabbed it. You guys can see already what the problem is, right? And I started to walk out of her driveway and I was like, oh my God, the fish is broken. I said, it doesn't have a back fin. And I kind of looked at her like, I know you can't return stuff at Goodwill, so I probably shouldn't have expected it, but like, I literally had just almost walked away and I was like, it's broken. And she was like, well, it was only $3. So I just had to take it, and now I guess it's just trash because it's sharp and it's broken, and I don't want anyone getting cut, and I don't think I can donate it. And it's not really something I would collect, so that was a bummer. That kind of like, that was the first house I stopped at, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of the day. And I was just like, oh, this is gonna be fun. So let me go ahead and get these put away real quick. Holly, you coming to help out again? I don't want this getting chipped. And then I grabbed these guys for $5, not realizing that they're not complete. But someone may have the missing piece. So these are really, really pretty peacock. It's kind of like a mosaic, and they have this little glass bottom, but they're missing like a holder to go into. So and I paid $5 for the pair. So I may list them for 20 to 25 as replacement votives, because someone can still do something with that. I just gotta clean them up. But I thought they were absolutely beautiful. Look at those colors. For $5, I mean, and then the light through them. Can you guys see that? Have you noticed my glass collection's back, guys? Ooh, goodness. Goodness, Christy. Okay, so let's get all of this together for you. All right, perfect. Okay, so then on my way home, one of my neighbors had this for sale for $3, and it's an original watercolor of a swan by the water, and it's in this oval frame. Now, I'll be honest, I mean, it's pretty. It's not the best quality picture, but I got it because people are gonna like this frame. I paid $3. I'm gonna throw it up online, $15. someone can get it and then they can either keep it, there's glass in it, or they can swap it out to another picture. People like to redo these and paint them. It is a plastic. The back is the plastic, so it's kind of like that 70s. I thought it was good. Now, this was the most expensive item I bought the whole yard sale. It was marked vintage $25. So I need to research it because it's pretty unique. And it is this beautiful girl portrait, but her dress is actual fabric and feathers, and her face is a 3D painted like cutout. On the back, it says Hudson's Pictures and Picture Framing Detroit. So this was $25. It's definitely vintage. I mean, the feathers, the detail of the lace. Now this may be, like sometimes people took wedding dresses and turned them into something. So I'm gonna wanna probably sell it quick because it's probably haunted, as John would say. We've been watching a lot of Ghost Hunters. But I mean, it's got like this Chanel ribbon in there and feathers and the little flowers. It's like a little bridal bonnet portrait. Someone drew the face and the hair, it may be real hair. I'm hoping it's synthetic, but I don't know. So that was my like most expensive purchase. Then in a bundle for $12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So each of these was like $3. This one I'm probably keeping for my gallery wall. It's an original oil on canvas. It does have a little bit of must, but it's these beautiful daisies. And I think in the springtime, I might swap out one of my wall gallery pieces for this for the spring, and then switch back to one of the animals or critters for the fall. Or it may end up in the bedroom, or it may end up sold down the road. I just saw it and loved it, and it was a really, really sweet couple. And along with that, I got these 2 brass curtain rods. We think they're curtain rods. They're made in Japan, so they're Japan brass. Here we go. And I don't know what they would have held. They have spots for screws, so they would have gone on the wall probably like this. And my dad and John think that they're curtain hangers, but I don't know. But the guy that I got this from was a very nice older gentleman. He had a table full of brass when I walked in his garage, and I was just drooling. But like, he had like inexpensive to expensive. So like, he had a set of really cool swan ones that were $20, but they weren't like the real Art Deco ones that go for like $100. So I had to pass. And then there was this cute little rose that kind of goes with it. I guess this all belonged to the wife at some point. She's still alive. She was there. She's just purging. Now this says made in India, $9.50, so this is different. I'm guessing this is like a little recipe holder, card holder. So these will be hopefully going into my Whatnot brass sale, which will probably happen before you guys see the video. And included in that bundle, I also got this, which is a nice made in Taiwan frame. Again, ornate. Yes, it's missing the back, but people buy these for gallery walls. So it was $3, another $12 to $15. I was really, really happy with that. And then from that same lovely family, I bought some pottery. Now, I do believe the family was from Greece or Eastern European. Oh, there it is. And so she had a table full of this beautiful pottery. Now, for now, I am holding on to these until I'm done with my room because they have that boho. So all 4 you're gonna see I got for $15. So they were $3 each. So this is the first one. And she said that they came from her friend who was like 100 years old when he passed. This one is not signed on the bottom, but it is wheel thrown and handmade. And she said they were antique. There's this little bud one. And this one is marked. I don't want to dump these too much because they need a little bit of cleaning. And then I really like this one, the black with the brown. And again, it's marked pottery. It's wheel thrown. It just has that great boho vintage. And then I picked up this one too because I like the blue and the cream. The glazing's not as great on this one, but again, it was a signed piece. So $3 each. So that house, I spent I spent $25 and got the art, 4 pieces of pottery, 3 pieces of brass, and I wanted to stay longer and keep going back, but there were some very aggressive buyers that were like just in the way and like throwing stuff around their boxes, and it was very overwhelming for the homeowners. So I just kind of backed off. I had enough goodies that I was happy, so I moved on. Then I picked from the same lady that I got the vintage girl art. She had this purse, which was $5. It's a raffia straw purse. It does have a little age staining, like when you lift it up. And but it's made in the Philippines, and it's bags by Patricia. It does have just a little age staining on the inside, but for $5, I thought that was cute to put in my Etsy shop. It even had free candy in it. She nicely took out the 30-year-old mints for me that were in there, like the peppermint patties. Then I picked this up from her also for $1. Again, this will be a piece that'll go in my May glass sale. Just a nice little green trinket dish. And then, ooh, we're getting to the bottom. From the peacock lady, she must have had a theme. Now, I know these don't always do good, so I'm taking a chance. I paid only $3. This is one of those made in Brazil iridescent birds. There is one little paint loss spot on the back, and there's actually one little spot on the front, but it's real hard to see with the iridescence. But I thought this was a pretty one, so I took a chance. We'll see what happens. And then from one of the houses with all the kiddos, they had some contemporary stuff, so I picked up for $2. These are heavy. It's a set of 3 cast metal Christmas stocking holders. So you have the Christmas tree and 2 Santas for $2 for all 3. That was a no-brainer. Those will get sold individually. They'll go up online in July. And then not last, but we're getting there. Let's see if I can get, these belong to the lady's grandmother, she said. Now I have had these before. They didn't sell all that great, but I figured I'd give them a try again. They're the antique car cups. They were $1 each. So what I might do, being that they were $1 each, is someone may be missing one of the set, because I don't have all 6. So I'm thinking I'm going to photograph these individually as replacements. And since I only paid $1, I might make them like $5 each plus shipping, so people can have replacements for their set. So, okay, pause for changeover. All right, guys, now for the elephant in the room, because I am absolutely insane. I bought this thing. It was the first house with the fish. I was like, oh, that's so cool. It was $5. And then I'm in the car and I'm like, how are you gonna ship that sucker? Impulse buy, maybe. I was excited. I was out shopping. Made in China, decorative glass, heavy. So this may go into the storage unit for a little while until I decide what I'm gonna do with it. I'm hoping at some point down the road to maybe get a booth again. So this would be perfect for a booth piece, or it may end up in my glass collection behind me for a while, and then we'll see what happens. But yeah, so that was impulse buy of the day. But I thought it was really, really neat. And then I got these for me. It was $1 for this whole bag of really cool kind of vintage candles. So we have some little pumpkins, and we have some little pine cones, which are just so sweet. Look at those. These may end up in some whatnot sales in the fall, but what I really wanted for me were these. They are like white Christmas tree candle holders, which I thought would look beautiful in some of my red Fenton. For the holidays, I'm gonna have to like do a little finagling because it doesn't wanna, there we go. Look at that, isn't that cool? I thought that was pretty darn neat. And then we have just some regular little pillars, which you know, good for staging. And then these were sweet. They just need to be cleaned up because they're beat up from being in with other candles. And so those would be cute too. The holidays. I don't want them to break. And I mean, whole bag for $1. That's like less than 25 cents a set, or it's about 25 cents a set. Ooh, and now I have candle wax all over the room. And lastly, y'all know me, I don't have enough jewelry. So the yard sale was ending and I was coming back because my parents had come by that day and we all went out to lunch and the yard sales were over at 1 and I'm coming back and my neighbor I got the Afghans from, she was closing up and she knows I resale. So she was like, I have the deal of a lifetime for you. She goes, and I think I'm actually missing some stuff on here. I actually think, hold on guys. I knew I was missing something. So she said, you can have all of the jewelry for $25. So I got this whole giant pile of necklaces that I have on a hanger so they're not all tangled. And then I got all of this. And she said there's some good stuff in here. She did some research online. So I'm just gonna pick through a few. Like we have some nice boho bangles. We actually have a ton of bangles. I'm just gonna go through it kind of quick with you guys. So all these bangles, some acrylic bangles. And some of this stuff is like labeled. Some more shimmer bangles. Then I have some, what are these? And my mom took some stuff, I think. So I think she took one bracelet. So these are Avon 2002, a pair of Avon earrings. And then this is another, I think, pair of Avon earrings. These I had bought from her beforehand for like $1 each. There's a signature collection orbit long necklace gold tone made in Vietnam 2016 Avon. So another new in box Avon. Another new in box Avon. This might be the earring, ring, and there was a jewelry set. Yeah, so this one is, you get the ring, the necklace. So you have the ring, the necklace, and then the matching pink earrings. So you have that whole set. And then she said there was like a Michael Kors watch in here. Just another bangle. I am doing bracelet sales and whatnot, so I can lot up some of this stuff. Just some more kind of fun beaded boho necklaces. That one's a stretch. So this one is a Brighton watch, so that will be good. That'll be good for resale on eBay. We have some more bangles, some fun retro bangles. We have some beaded bangles. More bangles. We have this, which is cute. It says T on it, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to, whether that's just like, I don't think it's Tiffany. I think this is another Brighton. Oh no, that's not. It's another kind of gold tone piece. No markings. A little pendant that says love. That probably came off of something. Cute little stone. And then this is the Michael Kors watch. So I'm gonna have to look that up and do some research on that. And then here's another bangle, and this one says, some people come into our lives, it's a leave footprints bracelet. And then we have this guy, and oh Mom, you missed this one if you're watching, it's red. I'll save that for you. My mom loves red. I'll save the red ones for her. Then we have another little, this is a little heart one. Little Jennifer Lopez action going on. She has good taste. Then we have this watch, which is Pulsar. And I'm gonna have to check if that's gold. I don't think she would have just given it to me if it was. And then we just have a bunch more bracelets. That's bling. Oh, this one's actually a collar necklace. And then a bunch more bling, guys. Check those out. So not bad for $25 for all that jewelry, because you know I needed more. And then this is Wish for the Stars. So that is the yard sale haul. It was worth getting up early to go out that day. I had fun. I got some goodies. I know what houses I'm going to look for next year. First, like the brass stash house. And there's the house where I got the little blue Fenton and the antique cups, because last year I got a set of Shawnee, was it Shawnee or McCoy? It was the corn platter with the 4 corn holders for $1. So it was fun, guys. So if you liked the video, remember to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll be back with you all soon.